So, do you feel jealous when you see pregnant women? If you do, you are not alone. I want to reassure you of that first and foremost. I know a lot of women feel really guilty and feel really ashamed by feeling jealous and angry and all sorts of feelings when they either hear that someone they know is pregnant, maybe it's your sister or sister-in-law or your best friend or a coworker, or if you see pregnant women or babies out and about, which of course you are going to see them. You're going to see them all the time, and it's going to feel like they're just coming out of the woodworks and just like taunting you. But first of all, of course, you're going to have more of an eye for this, and obviously, you're also in this time of your life, so you're going to notice it, and it's normal to just have all sorts of feelings around it. So first and foremost, honor those feelings rather than shaming yourself. There's no need to shame yourself. There's no need to feel like you're a bad person because you're jealous or you're angry or any of these feelings. If you are a bad person, that means every single woman over the past 10 years, I mean, we're talking thousands of women here that I've helped, have felt the same way, so that they're all bad women too. But I don't think that you would think any of these women are bad women. In fact, these women are some of the most amazing, beautiful, selfless, loving women that I've ever met. Women that have like served, women that are caring for other people, and they also feel angry, jealous, sad, mad, and so forth, and then guilty for feeling those feelings when they hear about a friend's pregnancy or see a pregnant woman. So what's always worse when we have these icky feelings is the shame and the guilt that we pile on top of these uncomfortable feelings already. And it's just then like this big pile of icky feelings. So first thing I really would invite you to do is, when these feelings come up, think of yourself talking to a child. Think of it as your inner child that hasn't had needs met or is having some feelings. Now, if your child were to see another girl and be jealous of that girl because, let's say, she has a horse or a pet doggy, and she was kind of like angry and sad, would you then tell that child, you're bad, like you shouldn't feel that way, you shouldn't feel jealous, you shouldn't feel angry or sad, you shouldn't feel any of those feelings? No, I'm sure you wouldn't. You'd probably say, oh, I understand, honey. Of course you want that puppy as well. That would be so wonderful and so fun having a puppy, and you would be a wonderful caretaker of that puppy. And I know that you just want to love on that puppy, and you would be so great at that. But so I really understand your feelings, and I'd like to give you a hug. That's most likely how you would talk to this child. So imagine this is your inner child. This is inside you. So you want to think about how you're talking to yourself, and that you can be your own best friend, your own best source of support. So first things first, when you feel these feelings, to acknowledge them and say, I understand, my dear Heidi. If it were me, of course you feel these feelings, and it's been a really hard journey, and that's just a reminder of what you don't have, and it hurts. And so then once you acknowledge those feelings and you honor them, and you comfort yourself through them, then you can go to a place of potentially shifting them. But they're not going to shift when you're in this place of like shame and making yourself feel even worse for just having those feelings. And then you can also ask yourself, well, what support do you need? How can I help you? So you're feeling really sad. What do you need? Do you maybe need to go do something to make yourself feel better? What makes you feel good? Do you need to talk to somebody? Or maybe you have some upcoming event that you're really feeling a lot of anxiety around, a family gathering, a baby shower, something like that. Do you need to maybe say no? And allow yourself, give yourself permission to protect yourself, to set up some boundaries. Or maybe you are able to go to that baby shower, but you just need to give yourself some time first to go through all of these feelings, or you need to seek out somebody for support that you can talk to. And you're always welcome to come to my free Facebook group, Balance and Restore Your Fertility, and you can share your feelings there and you can get the support that you need. That's a really good resource. So again, asking yourself, what support do you need? What can you give yourself? And then after you have honored your feelings, then I really recommend that you affirm yourself and all that you're doing, all that you've gone through. So you can then, after you've said, you know, I understand you feel this way, I'm so sorry, it's been so hard, then you can say, you know what, but you've been so strong. Even though you've had all these disappointments, you still get back up again and you still research what can help, and you haven't given up on yourself. And look, like, you've changed your diet, you're a lot healthier, you're getting acupuncture, you're doing Heidi's program, you're you have more energy, you're eating cleaner, all of these things. Affirm what you've done, or, like, you know, you have been even so kind and shown up in other people's lives and gone to the baby showers or given baby gifts and offered the best, you know, attitude and best energy that you possibly could, even though you're struggling. So really recognize all of the strengths, all of the things that you've gone through for yourself, so that you can help yourself to feel good and grounded in your strength and your fortitude. And then I would invite you to practice the possibility, opening up to, when you do see a pregnant woman or a baby, or you give a pregnancy announcement, you know, allow yourself to go through this process that I explained. But then if you can also use that as a reminder to affirm yourself, that is a sign. Tell yourself, this is a sign that it's coming to me. So I'm sure we've all experienced, I know there's a lot of talk about, you know, manifesting things and the law of attraction, and we've all experienced both sides of it, right? We've experienced having those positive, that really believing that it'll come to us, and then it does, and it's amazing, and it's like, wow, I really manifested that. And then I'm sure we've all experienced a time where we've like hoped and like tried to manifest something and it still hasn't come, and we're like, this doesn't work, right? Well, it hasn't worked yet, or maybe there's still some things that we're not aware of that we need, that will be gifts along the way, like eating cleaner. Maybe we have to eat cleaner in order for us to get pregnant, and it's frustrating that we couldn't get pregnant right away. But there's this lifelong gift of having a healthier body all around that will benefit not only us, but benefit our babies, our children, as we're able to be around for them and healthier and set a healthier example. So sometimes these struggles or things that don't manifest right away, it's because they still have these other gifts to offer us, even though we're kind of blind to that and we want it to go a certain way, and it can be hard to surrender that control. But I still invite you to use that trigger as a sign to say to yourself, this is on its way. I am fertile. I am taking this as a sign that this is my destiny, because it just feels better, right? It feels better to put a positive twist on it. And you have the choice, using your mind, to interpret things however you want to interpret them. But again, that is not with like jumping over the emotional process, and acknowledging your feelings and honoring them, and you know, honoring your boundaries and your limitations. So that is hopefully going to help you when you see any pregnant women and get announcements, and I hope that does support you. And if you want more support, my approach is not just about, you know, getting your eggs healthier and balancing your hormones and all of the mechanics and physical things that you need to do to prepare yourself for a pregnancy, but my approach is also about mindset, because Chinese medicine, which is a holistic medicine, does not see the body, the mind, the spirit as separate. It's all part of the same. So your emotions and your thoughts, they affect your physical health. And your physical health affects your fertility, and also affects your emotions. So you want to make sure you're taking a well-rounded approach to supporting your fertility, and that's the approach that I take. So not only focusing on your body, but also your mindset and your emotional health as well. So if you want to learn more about my approach, then I would invite you to sign up for my free fertility activation checklist. You can get that in the link that is posted above in this post, above this video. Okay, so you just click on it. It's free, and it'll be delivered to your inbox immediately. Okay, bye.